Hey ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of The Mandalorian. This is episode number 3 of season 2. And moving on from last week, which I was surprised to learn that a lot of people didn't particularly enjoy, or at least people enjoyed it but felt it was the worst episode of The Mandalorian so far. I'd probably say I disagree. I certainly understand why some people would think that. It certainly wasn't the most action-packed or the most thrilling episode in the world. And I mean, when you throw giant spiders in there, it is going to trigger some people's arachnophobia. I thought it was a pretty good episode. It obviously wasn't as good as the first episode of the season, but for me, it was better than the Gunslinger from season 1, which I felt, had more issues. It wasn't, certainly wasn't as fluid as the last episode. And the last episode had a theme, it had a purpose, and again, it had several Easter eggs. The spiders, which at the time I didn't realise, because they are a little bit different in live action, but they were very, very similar to the spiders that we saw on Atoll, I think, in Rebels. In Rebels, obviously, they look much more cartoonish. They don't look as gruesome, and they certainly didn't come across as threatening because, well, they tame them in Rebels, so I guess that makes sense. But, it was a kind of horror-themed episode, and that works for, what it is. Baby Yoda went around committing, the murder of all kinds of baby eggs. And yeah, I know that it's just an egg. It's not fertilized. It's not a real thing, so it's just a laugh. But it was just funny just to see him constantly slipping those eggs into his mouth and just being a general rebel, just ignoring the Mando's fatherly guidance, which is always funny to see because, I mean, he is. You think about Baby Yoda, he is a rebel. He's never listened, but he's always shown up and saved people when it comes down to it. So he is a good kid deep down. So the Razor Crest is kind of slowly limping towards whichever planet it was he was supposed to meet Frog Lady's husband on. Now, it could well be that it's the water planet that we saw in the previews. I guess it would make sense that an amphibian species would want to settle down on a water planet. But that could be later on in the season. We're not sure right now. So, we're going to jump into this one. But before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters. Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The 7 Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, Clara Gros-Louis, Mr. Greg 89, Tyrone Tyrone, Pobinhas, and Matt Okeefe. So, without further ado, let's jump in and see what happens next. Aww. Morning, Baby Yoda. Uh-oh. It's never simple, is it, this season? Oh, man. Come on. Baby Yoda is laughing. Oh, no. They ended up in the water anyway. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, shit. It's one of those cargo walkers that was in the background in Solo, I think, on Corellia. Oh, he is very hungry. Oh, look at his ears go floppy. There she is. Oh yeah, he's got those the Mon Cala currency. Oh my god, there is a squid in there. It's a face hugger. His food's playing with him. What the hell? What did you just do? What? That took a turn I wasn't expecting. Oh shit! Ah! Oh shit, hold on. Is that more a Death Watch as well? Who are these Mandos? Bo-Katan? That just said Bo-Katan on the thing. Oh, is he okay? I put the subtitles on thinking it'll help if people can't quite hear it. And it spoiled it. It's Bo-Katan. Then again, she was rumoured to be in this season. Holy shit. That's Bo-Katan in the flesh. She looks really good. Oh, there he goes. Bye-bye. So she wasn't playing Sabine, which some people will be disappointed by, but I kind of expected. Well, he did try and kill the baby and the Mando, so I don't mind if these guys get a little bit of justice as well. Here they are again. They did. Yeah, that's how you make an entrance. She knew Jedi. Ugh. Ugh. That's cool to see a Gazanti Freya. So many things from Rebels and Clone Wars being brought into live action. They're not going to have any eggs left. And don't eat the eggs. Yeah. Oh, that shot again. Oh, tadpole. That's a cool shot. Oh, wow. Not your typical pirates. They don't stand a chance against one Mandalorian, never mind 4. Ten. That's going to change their attitudes, isn't it? No one noticed the bomb? Yeah, that is cool. Oh, yes. He's like, nope. I'm noping out of there. Not the one behind them, you idiot. Yes, the Empire really did lose their best on Endor. Yeah, she's gonna know about Ahsoka. Oh. I'm afraid that's no longer an option. Oh dear. Self-destruct. I'll live the Empire. Oh no. They may not be the Empire's best, but they are as zealous as ever. Oh, shit. That armor has taken a beating. Holy fuck. Beskar is the best. Oh. that was as close as it gets. Oh shit! It was like a futuristic version of cyanide. Corvus. Oh shit. Is Ahsoka. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Ahsoka's gonna be in this. Oh, he's being friends with it. Check his pockets first. Make sure he's not carrying any contraband. It's held together by, like, wire in some parts. I mean, it's kind of better. Uh-oh. Mando! Ooh. Oh, it was like a baby one of those... baby one of those things from the ship. Okay, so, this episode, whilst debunking one theory that Sabine was the hooded character seen in the trailers, played by Sasha Banks, who was actually revealed to be Cosca Reeves. So we know it wasn't Sabine. Though at first I kind of mistook Bo-Katan's helmet for Sabine's, because Sabine has had a lot of different looks, and I guess, you know, it's easy to kind of mistake the two when it's been a long time since we've seen Bo-Katan on screen. She looks so good, though. You know, they got the character look down pretty damn good with the kind of auburn sort of long hair, and yeah, just the character in general. And it's so crazy to think that, you know, these are characters that we've previously only seen in animation, all brought to life. It's stuff that I don't think we could have ever imagined when we first saw Bo-Katan on screen all those years ago in the Clone Wars. And she has seen so much Star Wars history. You know, she was there when, you know, her sister was still in power, and, you know, Obi-Wan and Maul were fighting for, you know, her life. And, you know, she herself has been, you know, in some pretty sticky situations, you know. And it's interesting to see and be reminded of the fact that Mandalorians aren't all like, you know, our Mando. He's described as a zealot from their point of view. And, you know, Death Watch, yes, they were definitely an extremist cult. They believed in, you know, a warring Mandalore is the best Mandalore. You know, war brings Mandalorians together, and they just want to fight. That's why, you know, someone like Pre Vizsla wanted to take down Satine, because she was much more of a pacifist. He was a believer in the old ways, and, you know, the two ideologies clashed, and obviously the clan that wants war is going to go to war. Now, I mean, I don't remember Death Watch being as zealous as never wanting to take off their helmets, because certainly Pre Vizsla took off his helmet plenty. Maybe he made an exception because he was the leader, you know, but it does confirm another theory in this episode. Ahsoka Tano is very likely to appear. She was mentioned by name in this episode. She was mentioned as being on the planet Corvus, which is an interesting name because the Corvus is the name of the ship from Battlefront 2, the Imperial-class raider that we see Iden Versio and her squad originally in the Empire. You know, that was the name of their ship, so their ship must have been named after that planet. I don't know if that makes any kind of a significance. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's even a subtle hint that we could even possibly see someone like Iden Versio that is a possibility. She is alive at this point. The actress who plays Iden Versio is Iden Versio. They modelled the character off of her. But it appears as though all of the rumours about Ahsoka Tano are 100% true. She is going to be in this. Which again, I've always had I've had real, not issues, but I've had reluctances about. Yeah, it's great to see Ahsoka on screen. It's great to see another character brought to life. I love Ahsoka, and so anything we get to see of her, in past Rebels is brilliant. And I think Rosario Dawson, if it is her, as has been rumoured to have been cast as Ahsoka, will do a very good job. She has the look, she has the skills, but she's not Ashley Eckstein. And that's something that's always hard to overcome. When you become so used to a character, and especially one who, I think from Clone Wars, Ahsoka Tano had left the biggest imprint. Considering the fact that no one knew she existed and everyone hated her when she first showed up, I think she made the biggest impact out of almost all of those characters. And so to see a character like that, to be recast and who is going to look and sound slightly different, and yes, you accept that live action can't look the same and exactly sound the same as an animated show, but it is still going to be strange, and I do feel a bit for Ashley Eckstein because she's cosplayed as Ahsoka. She is very passionate about her role as Ahsoka, so it must be tough to see someone else take up that role. But like I say, Rosario Dawson, she has the look, she has the skills, so there's no doubt that she's going to do a really good job. It's just going to be interesting to see what the first reactions are going to be like and how it plays off. So this all seems to be kind of pointing to the same pattern as last season. The Mandalorian goes around on these individual missions, picking up, contacts and friends and bits of information, and it seems like it's all going to culminate at the end of the season. His goal is to get Moff Gideon, and he's now found other people who have that same goal. Obviously, Bo-Katan wants the Darksaber. It's the symbol of power for the Mandalorian people. If she has that, she can reunite her people and sit on the throne again. And so, I get the feeling that at the end of the season, when we have a showdown with Moff Gideon, they're going to show up at some point. Very similar to any of the other people who we've met, in the previous season and also this season so far. Potential allies. Cobb Vanth, he could well show up and help, or Mando could go back to him and ask for help. So, it's a proven formula, and the Mando is making some really good contacts in the world, So, apologies if I sound a bit stuffed up. In the morning, I always feel a bit more stuffy than normal. But yeah, that was a good episode. It wasn't what I was really expecting. Those damned Quarrens, they tried to get Baby Yoda. Well, they did. Baby Yoda was eaten whole. Thank God he was in that protective shell. And the Mando showed up, because if they hadn't, that could have been it. But I'm glad they're all dead now, because they deserve it. They deserve it very much. But I really, really enjoyed that. That was a fun episode. Again, some big reveals, and I kind of got spoiled because I had the subtitles up on screen, because I thought, what, people have said before that it's a little bit too low. I have to have the screen cropped, I have to have the screen transparent, I have to have the audio a bit lower than I normally would to avoid copyright issues. So I thought I'll put the subtitles on, so people, if they can't hear, they at least know which part of the dialogue we're up to. And then it was spoiled. It just came up in clear letters, Bo-Katan. And I was like, do you not think they should really, because what if you're hard of hearing and you naturally need the subtitles on? Yes, it's still a surprise, because you're like, oh shit, Bo-Katan, but it's before the actual reveal, of her taking off the helmet and you seeing the auburn hair, and, I guess it's a different experience. So maybe Disney could look into not spoiling people like that when we have a show full of people who wear helmets. So, but yeah, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you for the next one.